Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Vigilante by Stephen J. Cannell, performed by Scott Brick. Chapter 1. The filthy rug limped along the sidewalk on swollen, plastic baggy-wrapped feet, hunched against the chilly February wind. It was a Persian design with a navy and cranberry center surrounded by a stained red and gold border. The rug was worn to the nub. I watched as it leaned against the wall of a 6-story ornate rococo structure located on the corner of Broadway and 3rd Street in downtown L.A. A minute later, a puddle of urine seeped from underneath it and spread across the sidewalk to drain into the gutter. The rug was pissing on the north wall of the magnificent Bradbury Building, built in 1893 and considered by most to be one of Los Angeles's most significant architectural landmarks. A minute later, the rug turned, revealing that it was wrapped around the shoulders of an ageless man with a complexion like a strawberry pie that had exploded in the oven, the planes and furrows of his face made red by a landscape of sores and broken capillaries. He was one of L.A.'s street denizens. This homeless resident of downtown was on a breakfast tour of the overflowing dumpsters that sat in the alleys behind Broadway, and had paused during his 8 a.m. buffet for a leak in plain view of a line of commuter traffic. He deposited about a quart of dark yellow liquid on the side of the rococo brick building, the top 4 floors of which currently house the Internal Affairs Group of the LAPD. I'm a police officer posted to Homicide Special, an elite investigations unit that is part of the LAPD Robbery Homicide Division, and this was my first cop dilemma of the day. As a sworn badge carrier, I knew I should arrest this guy on 6 public nuisance ordinances. But it was chilly outside, and warm in my car, and I had left my overcoat back at the office, so I really didn't want to budge. Emotionally, I was sort of past this stuff. I'd given up rolling drunks years ago when I'd left patrol. I sat there, buffered against the crisp February wind, and tried to conjure up some pity. He was just a poor soul who had slipped through the cracks in our transient, fast-moving society. But ignoring him wasn't working, because he still had his junk out and continued to urinate in public. I reminded myself that he was pissing on a building that housed the LAPD Internal Affairs Group, an act that most cops would certainly applaud.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?